Okay, this is a quick update here. Um, I spent the last day and a half working on getting the damn trick file thing to work. So one schema down, about 130 to go. Yay. So anyways, what we can do now is we want to find something, as we've always done before, AP, underscore City Hall, because I just happen to like that model. I mean, it's City Hall. What's not to like? An object layer, city zones. Okay, so here we have City Hall. I still have got to learn how to do this and get the models to look right and apply textures. However, we do now have access to the textures. If you go over here and you double click on something, it will find the texture for you and it will open them up. All the textures that go to that particular text, so all the images that go to that particular texture. So in case you're not familiar with 3D graphics programming, a texture can have multiple images. There's usually like a diffuse map, then a bump map, a specular map, reflection map. It can have all kinds of maps. And right now it's just opening the bump map and the diffuse map. So, but it finds them for you. And then, shoot, I had to start over, so my exporting the pictures thing isn't working. But I'm probably going to write a new routine into this form here for the picture stuff anyways, because um, that way it will help with assisting with being able to just, hmm, can't select all on here. Um, it will help with being able to assist with exporting all the images into a folder somewhere or something and creating the actual materials for when you export the OBJ out. You'll get a material file that goes with it so that it will put them all together nice and neatly, and then theoretically you could open it up in a 3D program and poof, you'll just have the model with all the textures applied, with all of its little specularity stuff and everything. I do have access to all that information now that it's in the tricks files. Um, Basically, now when it loads, I did add this. I don't know how useful this is going to be, but now there's a new folder. This is not a pig folder. This is actually the trick bin, and you can see all of the files in the trick bin. So you can see what's in here, and I'll probably add code eventually so that when you double click on one of these, it will recreate the best guess of what the trick file actually looked like. Um, I don't know that anybody's actually got a working, like the actual file. I'm using CodeWalker's little bin dump program to kind of base it off of. So um, it'll basically recreate a text file that kind of looks like what we think it should look like. Um, and then you could see everything that's in that file. And of course, um, for some reason, I don't know why they did this. There must have been a reason for it, but for some reason, if you go into the trick bin and you start exporting all the files out and you start looking at all the little the materials or the textures or whatever you want to call it, like this City Hall border one, um, is part of a text file, and several of these might be part of the same text file, but they're split up. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I don't know what it is. And right now, I don't care. So I'm going to go back to trying to work on this. But just want to show you the cool new thing that you can do. And we now have this little tricks thing here. Um, so, um, yeah, you can kind of snoop around and see what the directory structure looked like. This is interesting. I'm just exploring now. Siren to call. Oh, LOD.text. Okay, so um, there were these LOD things in there that I programmed and grabbed. I don't know what they're for, but they're there, and I have access to them if I need them and figure out what they are. Anyways, talk to you later.